Well, hi there, everybody. We are out camping today, Amara and I, and we like to go camping. We sometimes use a tent, sometimes we use a pop-up camper, or sometimes we even have a big camper that we use. So it just kind of depends where we're going and what we feel like doing and what the weather is like. So since it's so nice out today, we decided we'd camp in our pop-up camper. So when we go camping, there's definitely some things that we bring along. So we bring along bug spray a lot of times because sometimes there's mosquitoes. We bring along our lantern so that we can see at nighttime. We bring along a cooler with some beverages in it, lots of water so that we can stay hydrated. And we bring along some food. Now, some of our favorite foods to bring along are graham crackers and marshmallows and chocolate. And do you know what we like to do with these three things? We like to make s'mores. So after a little bit, we'll start a fire and we'll make some s'mores with you, okay? So before that, I thought that we could read a story together. Sometimes people might not have a tent or a camper, and so they might have to use their imagination. Maybe in your living room or outside you can build a fort and you can pretend that you're going camping. Even in the winter time, sometimes I like to pretend that I'm going camping because I like it so much. So the book we're going to read today is called Pretend, and it's by Jennifer Plecas.
Pretend, Jimmy said to his dad, that this couch is a big boat and that we're floating in the ocean. And pretend that there are sharks swimming all around us, so we throw this this rock into the water, and it scares them away. But now we're tired and we're starving, and we don't know if we'll survive. Now you go, Jimmy said to his dad. Say, oh no, what are we going to do? Dad looked at Jimmy. Go ahead, Jimmy said. Oh no, Dad said. What are we going to do? I've got it, said Jimmy. I have these fishing lines. They can save us. Jimmy and his dad cast their fishing lines into the water. Any bites? Dad asked. I think so, Jimmy cried. It's not too big, but it will do. I think I feel something too, Dad said. Whoa, Jimmy said. You've got a big one. I did, said Dad, smiling. Now let's cook them, said Jimmy. I'll start a little fire right here. Jimmy and his dad cooked their catch over the fire. Try yours, Jimmy said. See if it's ready. Not bad, Dad said. Jimmy took a bite of his. He said. It's just right. Jimmy rubbed his belly and licked his lips. That was a good meal, he said. Now let's search for land. We can't survive on this boat forever. No standing on the couch, said Dad. We're in a boat, Jimmy said. Dad gave him a look. Jimmy squatted. Okay, how about we get our binoculars out? Dad searched his pockets. Oh, they're right here, Jimmy said. Your binoculars. Oh, said Dad. Here they are. You guys find your binoculars? You just have to go like this and pretend that you have binoculars. Just like Jimmy and his dad. They're pretending. See anything yet? Jimmy asked. Is there something over there? Dad asked. Jimmy squinted into the distance. Yes, Jimmy said. I think I see it too. An island. Paddle. Paddle fast. Jimmy and his dad paddled until they were out of breath. I think we made it, Dad said. I'll secure the boat for our landing, Jimmy said. Dad hopped out after him. Ouch, said Dad. I think I stepped on a crab. Ouch, cried Jimmy. Me too. But don't stop. We've got to make it to shore. Help, grab my hand. Jimmy flopped to the ground, panting. We made it, Jimmy said. Thanks for saving my life. Anytime, Dad said. Jimmy looked up. You know, there are wild beasts that roam the bottom of this island, he said, and they eat people at night. The top is where we'll be safe. Let's climb to the top to make our fort. Jimmy has a really good imagination, doesn't he? Jimmy started to climb. I'll go first, he said. I don't know if I can make it up, Dad said. Don't worry, Jimmy called. I'll help you. Jimmy and his dad rested at the top of the mountain. We can see everything from up here, Jimmy said, looking through his binoculars again. Show them how you look through your binoculars. Where's your binoculars? Yeah. Jimmy, now we need to make our fort. We can use these huge leaves, Jimmy said. We can put them in the top of these tree stumps. It will protect us if it rains. Together, Jimmy and his dad made a fort. It's good, Jimmy said. Now we can go inside. Come on. Jimmy and his dad crawled inside. Inside the fort was nice and cool. I think it might be time for a rest, Dad said, stretching out the best he could. I have an idea. Why don't we pretend that we're two tired explorers taking a rest in the fort after a long day of exploring? Let's pretend that the stars are coming out and we're building a campfire, Jimmy said, and then we can look up at the stars and say, this is the best time ever. Well, said Dad, I don't have to pretend that part. This is the best time ever. Jimmy got to work quickly. He started the fire. It was nice and warm. You're a pretty good pretender, Dad, Jimmy said. So are you, said Dad, and you're pretty good for real. Jimmy smiled. You too, Dad, he said. You're the best for pretend and for real. The end. Okay, so now let's get to the fun part, making s'mores. You're going to need graham crackers, and then you're going to need to put on some chocolate, and you'll need a marshmallow. Then you'll put another graham cracker on the top. So, let's build a fire. Here is our fire. Put your marshmallow on your stick and put the stick near the fire, but don't get too close. When the marshmallow starts to turn yellow or a little bit brown, sometimes even black, your marshmallow is ready to squeeze in between your 2 graham crackers with your chocolate. Pull it off of the stick and enjoy. Enjoy and enjoy some more. It can be a sticky treat, but oh, is it fun to eat.